Hello everybody, this is episode number 15 of the Vanarama YouTube's Football Manager 2018 experiment series with Celtic and Rangers both in the English League. So, recap, Celtic have just been relegated after a second season in the Premier League. Rangers have just been promoted after a second season in League One. Now, where does that leave everybody? Where will Celtic go from here? Where will Rangers go from here? Rangers very much on the up. But will they make the right signings and get the right players in to do better in the Championship than what they did previously? Will Celtic have a revamp and a rethink of their squad and get what's needed to get back into the Premier League and stay there? We'll look at Celtic first. Any early business? Absolutely not, but they've sold 3 players. To start, there's 14 million into the kitty. Maybe they're evaluating their targets a little bit better, which that would make perfect sense. Rangers early business, so the finances are still only secure at the moment. Paul Clement is still the manager, obviously he would be because he just got them promoted, and they themselves haven't done anything, but they've allowed Danny Finlayson to go on to Hibs, worth 1.6 million. Could be a bit of a loss for them. If he's good enough for Hibs and the top end of the Scottish League, could he be good enough for the Championship? Let him go on a free. Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But there we go. Celtic and Rangers back in the Championship, reunited. The Old Firm derby will be back this season. So, well, I don't know what else to really say, except for let's take this to the end of the transfer window and have a little look what their finishing business is and how both of our teams start. I'll take you there now. Okay, so here we are, 2nd of September. As you can see, Celtic have had a pretty decent start. 1-3 drawn, 1 lost 1. Rangers haven't had a great start, but it's weird how they're all the way down to 16th. They've won 2 and drawn 1 and lost 2. I thought they'd have been around about that sort of area at this point, but there you go. I mean, let's have a look what business they've done. So it's early days for both of them yet. Transfer history. So Celtic have spent 22 million. Even Horvath was a big player for them. Goalkeeper. They picked up Steve Nolan for free, wherever he is, 22-year-old. Not going to make an impact for them. Loans from Liverpool and Man United. Picked up Callum Hudson-Odoi. 14.25 million he's worth. Attacking midfielder. It appeared they've... Jordan Ayew, 32-year-old striker. They need the goals. And he's scored 3 so far. So, some shrewd signings there. Obviously, they got in Darren Palmer on loan. Left back, worth 11.5 million. Andrew Fern, worth 6 million, centre back. Livio Mertens, worth 13.75. 1 cap for Belgium. So that's a good signing again. Declan Gilfeder, another centre midfielder, English one this time. And Stuart Ward on loan from West Brom, centre back. And then Martin Shakespeare makes up their signings. 19-year-old striker who isn't really quite. He's made an appearance in the Carabao Cup. Only played 6.5, but not bad business really because they're up 22.5 million. They've sold on an awful lot of players there. I'm not going to go through all them. Pardon me. I've still got my bit of lurgy at the moment, guys. You have to bear with me. I do apologise. So, Bordeaux have snapped up 2 players from them as well. So, they've made money. I'd imagine they got a really hefty chunk of cash in their bank right now. 2 seasons in the Premier League will fill that up. They didn't spend an awful lot in the Premier League. So you go Celtic, they've started reasonably well. Rangers have started reasonably, but for some reason find themselves all the way down there. Transfer history. So they've spent 14.5 million. So it's about time they dipped into their checkbook a little bit. Jonathan Bond on a free. I don't know. Jack Wilshere. It is an interesting one. It's a very interesting one. What a partnership that is, Joe Allen and Jack Wilshere, if they still got Joe Allen. Yeah, they still got him. A Bailey Peacock Farrell. So a decent goalkeeper. Cian Harries from Sunderland, 6.5 million he's worth. Welsh as well, 18 Welsh caps. So an experienced player. Ollie Watkins, I believe, is. No, I thought he was Welsh for some reason. I'm thinking of a different Watkins here. Is it Marley Watkins? I think. 9.75 million this guy's worth. They've spending well. Ollie Watkins, they picked him up on a free. Flynn Downs, 4.4 million. Central midfielder worth 8 million now. Looks as though they're putting a team together now. A Rangers centre back. Good looking centre back there. And then finally, Gianelli Imbula on loan from Stoke. 31-year-old Belgian centre midfielder. So they've sorted the midfield out, they've sorted the defence out. I'd say if they got some strikers, who's this guy? Another centre midfielder on loan from Palace. Giles Greenath on loan, left back from Man United. So I'd say they put together a pretty decent squad. The only thing I'm thinking now is, have they got the firepower up front? So they've spent 14.5 million. They've made 6.25 million of that back from selling Maximilian Vauber. So I'd say they're looking like both teams have done some decent business now. They've brought in some new players, they've expanded upon their squads, and now the season is there in front of them to go out and be got. So, how about we take things forward now? 30th of November, I'll see you guys there. Okay, so we're here now, the 30th of November, and both teams are in the right areas at the moment. Celtic, 5 points off top in a playoff place. Rangers, 3 points off the playoffs. So it's looking like they're both getting on really well. Let's have a quick look at the sort of results they've been getting. So Celtic knocked out away to QPR in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. And otherwise, the losses in the Championship have been home to Barnsley, away to Norwich, and home to Wolves. So 2 home losses they'll be a bit disappointed with. But still, they got a good away record here as well. Celtic could find themselves back in the Premiership before long. And what about their arch enemies, Rangers? So, Rangers obviously managed to get the home draw against Celtic, 2-2. That would have been an interesting game to watch. So other than that, Carabao Cup, out in the 3rd round away at Leicester, which is understandable. Leicester are a commanding Premier League team these days. So, Rangers are in the right areas with the right sort of mentality. So their manager Paul Clement, 2 years and a day in charge of this club. Looking like he's going to be the right man for the job, really. Celtic's new manager, Sam Saunders, has obviously started life quite well. So I think he'll be happy with the start that he's made. I mean, Celtic still rich, still much money. A few too many draws, I feel. If they can convert a couple of wins, I think they could be looking at the automatic promotion spots. But that's to be revealed in the next episode. The next episode will conclude this season. Rangers, I got a feeling they may sneak the playoffs. Celtic may go up in automatic. Rangers may get that playoff place. They're certainly doing the right things now. Let's have a quick look in the Scottish League just to see how things are going there. And I'll tell you what, we've been waiting for the likes of Gateshead and Barrow to really establish themselves in this Scottish League, and Gateshead are certainly doing that right now. They're currently in 4th. Every time Gateshead has been in the Ladbrokes Premiership, we always see them there. That is really good to see that they are right there, and they're only 3 points away from Hibs, who are the new kings of Scotland. Aberdeen are having a better start the season and are unbeaten thus far with 2 games in hand over top. Aberdeen are really going to be a force to be reckoned with this season. Hibs have got their work cut out for them. St Mirren are having a good season as well. So there we go. I wonder how Barrow are getting on down in the Ladbrokes Championship. So Barrow having a decent season so far, but Falkirk are absolutely romping it at the moment. Barrow, I think their best bet is to look at a playoff place. And I tell you what, that'd be great if if Gateshead do stay up and Barrow go up and have the both of them back up in the Ladbrokes Premiership, it'd be nice to see them establish themselves within that league. But there we go. That's a decent season for both of them. Scottish League is very interesting. I'm going to go back to the Ladbrokes Premiership. So we're going to have a little look at Hibs. The Hibs have got a secure financial thing. Obviously, they're in the Euro Cup, so they obviously didn't make the Champions League again. But I say, the moment they do and they get the money for the Champions League, that's going to be massive for them. Obviously, they got themselves from the first qualifier all the way out to the third round of. Well, they lost it at home. They drew 1-1 away. They must have really fancied their chances to get into that playoff, and they missed out. But in their group so far, they've lost to Heerenveen, they've drawn with Bruges, and they've beaten Dynamo Kiev. They've then drawn against Dynamo Kiev and then beaten Heerenveen. They've got one game left against Club Bruges. They're currently sitting in Group H. They're in second place. So it's one of those now. If they, well, it's Bruges they've got to play, and is it away? Yes, that's the thing. They're going to hope Heerenveen can beat Dynamo Kiev. If Heerenveen can beat Dynamo Kiev, they'll go through to the knockout stages. So we will come back and have a look at that one. I wonder who else made it into Europe. Who finished second in this division last year? So it was Aberdeen. So Aberdeen will be in the Euro Cup. How are they getting on in the Euro Cup? So Aberdeen made it to the group stages. So they've lost, won, and drawn. So they're in Group A. So they're in a very similar position. But who is their next game? So they're playing Academia at home for the place. So they're both on even points. Obviously, Aberdeen beat Academia 1-0 at home. A draw will see them through, I believe. Let's have another quick look at that. A draw will see them through. Yes, a draw will definitely see them through. On obviously on merit, with regards to the fact that they've played. Pardon me. Already played against them and won. So a draw would keep them above them. So looking good. I wonder if there's anybody else we can just look at here. Scottish teams playing in the Euro Cup, because if both of them go through and they get the coefficients, that's going to set them up an awful lot better. If Scotland can get the coefficients and get a few extra qualifying places, or at least start at a better position. No, it's all good. It's all looking good at the moment. Quite eager to see how this season pans out. I got a funny feeling Celtic and Rangers could make their way to the Premier League, although, well, we know how unexpected this game can be. We never know which way it's going to go, but so far it's going well. There you go, there's episode 15 wrapped up for you, and in the next episode we will wrap up season 8. So again guys, thank you all of you who are keeping in touch with this. I really hope that you're enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying recording it. And well, what can I say? Until the next time, cheerio for now, thank you very much.